You have to constantly think about your food source and wonder, is everything done to make the food as safe as possible?
We don't use any medicated feed.
Okay.
And they are a pasture. They're running around free. And the land is organic. It's not been sprayed in forever.
How do you, share this knowledge that is so important?
Start with the turkey. Say, look, this turkey came from this farm. I know all about those turkeys. I know what she feeds them. I hang on the fence at her place. We talk about these things.
The thing the public needs to know is, yes, we farm. Yes, some of it is large scale, but we're out there. We're there 24/7 to look after those animals. We eat what we grow, and we believe we are growing a good product.
Don't get the organic thing wrong. Organic apples are actually sprayed more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're just with products they deem organic.
I'm Catherine Falzoni, mother, wife. I call myself the chief household engineer. Christmas for us is all about family. We have the Italian family, and then we have the English family. So we have sort of different traditions. On the Italian side, we get together traditionally Christmas Eve and have all kinds of, pasta.
The Christmas custom will have the seafood on the Friday night, and that's like calamari, shrimp, scallops, all kinds of great seafood. And it's a bit of a contrast to then when we go to the English side, and it's very traditional, turkey, potatoes. My name's Gino Falzoni, and I used to be a corporate lawyer downtown, and some years ago I was fortunate enough to be able to retire from the practice of law and came home to spend more time with my family.
I'm not so much of a seafood person, and usually the Italian Christmas dinner is seafood because we do it on Christmas Eve. And I love my grandma's pies.
I really haven't. I mean,
I'll buy some organic if it's relatively close in price. If I'm paying just a little bit more, I'll go for the organic. But if it's too much more, then I have to wonder.
Well, now that I shop at university, I do know the prices of organic food. Unfortunately, it's an extra $2 for a bag of carrots.
It's like most families. We put up a tree, we put up lights, we enjoy the season in its various forms.
We really do try and sort of limit how much stuff we get because you can only have so much stuff. We sort of retreat a little bit to a place in the hills, covered with snow, very difficult to get to, and we sit by a roaring fire and we just talk and we have fun.
No Wi-Fi. And no Wi-Fi.
And we play we play board games.
You just eat to the point where you can't even push yourself away from it. We're going to a couple of farms tomorrow. We're going to a vegetable farm, and then we're going to an animal farm, pigs, turkeys, etc. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to being educated.
All right.
Wow.
We're almost there. Okay.
Yes. Can't wait.
Good.
You made it. How was your drive?
It was good, thanks. I'm Catherine. Nice to meet you.
I'm Gino.
Gino.
I'm Matthew.
Nicole, nice to meet you.
I'm Tim.
Hey,
Good
Tim.
to meet you, Tim.
We sort of spread ourselves out over this little valley here. We produce 150,000 pounds of vegetables a year.
And it's all organic, right?
And we're certified organic. Yep. Organic, to me, and to us as farmers, means it's growing really great food, and that's our main focus. And the other one is that we're providing good work opportunities for employees and a really awesome, healthy place to work. And we're not only just growing food, but we're doing it in a way that is really great for the environment. We're trying to leave the land and the water the way that we got it. I believe how fast these things grow.
Wow.
A few weeks ago, they were just little tiny things, and you can come out here every day, and they're just like,
They just grow
getting
along.
bigger and bigger.
Yeah, that's great.
And they're great. They'll survive through a frost. Here you can see a great head there. They'll survive through the frost to a certain degree. They'll take minus 4 or 5 degrees. And you can eat these, make coleslaw out of these at Christmas.
Good idea.
For a nice crunchy
Good Christmas
cold.
salad. Yes, absolutely.
It's a really nice thing, and they make great coleslaw. Sun and water are important.
Yeah.
Carbon is the other one. It's really crucial. And biology. For us is to make it a profitable business, organic farming. We face similar pests and disease as a conventional farm. It's a little more challenging because we're really restricted by organic standards to the products that we can use to help us with that. We do a combination of hand picking, if we can. It was fine at one size to be able to do that by hand. We could manage no problem. Now we're using bio pesticides to deal with them, but they're basically it's bacteria that we can spray on the plants to help kill the bugs. At certain times, because there are those pests around. If we wait 2 weeks, then it's not a problem. So over the years, we learned systems to work in the seasons to our benefit. Particularly garlic, onions, potatoes, is that they have like this cycle. So you want to trick them into thinking they're just going to go to sleep for a while, and then they're going to wake up. These potatoes are from a year ago's crop. We saved these for seed, they're just left over in here, but these potatoes have been in this cooler for a year, and they're absolutely perfect. They have an awesome flavor. I guess they've been called butterball for a reason, but they have a really nice sort of netted, dry skin that crisps up, so they're great for roasting.
Ooh.
I think organic farming's really important for the future of the world, because we're getting to be such a populated planet. We're really struggling to provide enough food for everyone. And the way the systems have been progressing over this last century, it's made it awful easy to use chemicals to get what we need. But we're seeing all sorts of results in the environment where that's not a good thing.
Carrot and turnips today.
Who do we pay?
We work on the honor system. Please pay and make change in the red box. That's amazing.
We don't use any medicated feed.
Okay.
And they are pasture. They're running around free. And the land is organic. It's not been sprayed in forever.
Kind of makes me a little bit disturbed looking at our meals.
Thank you.
Bye.
Hi, Colin.
Hi.
I'm Gino. This is my
Gino.
wife,
Hi,
Catherine.
I'm Catherine. Nice to meet
Catherine.
you.
Hi, I'm Nicole. Nice to meet you.
Nicole and Matt.
We're in the market for some apples, and we heard that this is the place to get
Well,
them.
it is the place. Well, my name is Colin Campbell. Our family moved here in 1969, and the farm's been growing apples and fruits and vegetables for well over 100 years in Prince Edward County. And we've just carried on the tradition, and we've been doing it full time, Diane and I, since 1982.
Are the apples organic?
No, it's nearly impossible in Ontario to grow organic apples.
And why is that?
Because of all the wild apple trees growing in fence rows and neighbors' yards, and just the pest pressure is impossible.
So they have to be sprayed.
They have to, and don't get the organic thing wrong. Organic apples are actually sprayed more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're just with products they deem organic.
Oh, okay. I
But
didn't
it's just
know
different
that.
products, but all ours are 100% government approved and tested, and all our apples are inspected by the government, who come in regularly and take
Okay.
samples of everything that we grow.
And do they make good apple pies?
Yes.
There's a organic insecticide referred to as rotenone, which is from some roots in Africa, but it's the only chemical that's been directly linked to Parkinson's, and that's a fact. And I had a person here covering all our birdhouses. We have 30 birdhouses through the orchard, and he was dusting them all with rotenone, and he felt that he was safe because it was organic, and he was covered in rotenone. His blue jacket, I vividly remember it, was just white. But he felt because it's natural and organic, he was safe. He has Parkinson's right now. And we used to do a lot more of them. And you always have to make yourself different in this business. And so give people reason to come. Not, you can buy apples anywhere.
Hi guys.
Woo, we made it! Hey, is this Andrew?
Yes. Welcome to Woohoo Farm.
Thank you.
Thanks for arranging a beautiful day for us.
Yeah, well, I
This
did
is
my best.
amazing. Thank you.
I'm Andrew, and we're at Woohoo Farm. We're in Picton, Prince Edward County. We're doing pasture-raised pork. We also do some turkeys, some chickens, ducks. We have some sheep back there, and a few beehives as well. So a little bit of everything.
Turkey's organic?
Well, we're not a certified organic farm.
Oh.
We try, they're free-range turkeys, as you can see. They have free range to go anywhere they want. The term has been hijacked in some sense. You can buy organic food that's industrially raised. So meat, vegetables, anything. It just means no pesticides and no herbicides, no hormones and such. But you can do that in a conventional way. To me, I think what we're trying to do here in terms of organic is to just go back to more traditional ways of raising animals. We don't use any medicated feed.
Okay.
And they are pasture, they're running around free. And the land is organic, it's not been sprayed in forever.
It makes me a little bit disturbed looking at our meals.
You get used to it. It's part of the cycle of life.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, you realize, I mean, you spend enough time on a farm and animals die.
Yeah.
They're always dying, they're always being born. And
Yeah.
so to send them off to the abattoir to eat, I mean, that's why we're doing it, and
Yeah.
it's part of the cycle of life. The conventional chickens that you buy in the grocery store grow to about 8 to 10 pounds in 8 to 10 weeks. So they're putting on a pound a week. And I want healthy, sustainable animals. I think we want to sort of return to more sustainable, conventional, or not conventional, but traditional farming methods. And bringing in sort of heritage varieties. They're much hardier, so we don't have to take care of them as much. We don't need antibiotics. We don't need hormones or anything like that.
I hear them rooting around.
Oh, look how cute they are. I want to see Andrew catch one of these guys.
They are very cute. That's a whole nother
Look at
day,
that.
pig
Look at
wrestling.
that.
It's mostly the confined animals that you really have to worry about. If the animal is healthy, there's probably not going to be much of a problem.
Run around like in packs, you know how some.
Oh, yeah.
So they definitely like to keep together as a group.
Very social.
Okay.
Well, I sort of got into farming because I don't want to eat conventional meat, so to speak. And I do not want to do the big white turkeys. They're genetic monsters, and they kind of scare me a little bit. So they grow at monstrous rates, which leads to a lot of health problems. So a lot of times their hearts can't keep up, their legs break because their breasts are too big, because they grow too fast. Their circulatory systems don't work the same way, and they just die.
There's going to be an evening of the playing field with respect to where conventionally sourced food comes from and how much it costs versus locally produced produce and how much it costs.
I'm Brant Royce. I'm a turkey farmer near Listowel, Ontario. In the year right now, we're raising about 20,000 birds for market. I would say we are probably an average size turkey producer in Ontario. Mature birds will chase me around the barn. And when you get a mature tom that's almost ready for market, they can actually almost knock you down if they want. For fun, as they're looking to do that. And if you're doing something, they will be protective of their environment. They're quite comfortable and they live in an environment they know that no one are happy with. To me, the thing the public needs to know is, yes, we farm. Yes, some of it is large scale, but we're out there. We're there 24/7 to look after those animals. We eat what we grow and we believe we are growing a good product.
Hi there.
Hi.
I'm Catherine.
I'm John. Pleasure to
Hi,
meet
John.
you.
Nice to meet you too as
Pleasure.
well. So I'm kind of preparing for a big Christmas meal, and I'm kind of wondering what my options are, and sort of looking at turkeys, and I don't even know whether you have, say, organic, but I got my eye these great frozen turkeys, so can we just take a look?
Yeah,
or?
we have a couple of options. You can
Okay.
buy the butterball stuffed, which you can cook it frozen.
Oh.
And it's so easy, conveniently. It's already stuffed for you.
Okay.
And just stick it in the oven.
Wow.
There you go.
Oh, that sounds like a great kind of bird.
Or if you want to be a gourmet one, you can
Okay.
get a regular bird and make your own stuffing.
Oh, I'm just gonna.
Sure. Oh, there, give me a hand.
Whoa, this is a big bird.
Yeah. That's actually almost 10 kilos.
So, like, when you were saying there's more demand, sort of like at the festive seasons, either Thanksgiving or for us Christmas, like, are you going through a ton of turkeys?
Well, we go through maybe 5 or 6 fresh birds, which means 5 or 6 skids, which means I would say probably about 300 cases.
Okay.
Which there's usually 4 to 5 in a case. So you multiply 300 times 5, and
Yeah.
that's just in the
1,500
store.
times 5. Holy smokes, that's a lot of birds.
A lot of fresh birds.
A lot of fresh
The
birds.
frozen one will go through probably a week or 2 prior
Okay.
the festive season because again, some people like frozen, and we go through about maybe 4 to 5 skids as well. So you know what? It is a balance between fresh and frozen.
yeah.
It depends the time that you buy it. If you
Yeah.
buy it a week or 2 prior, then you go with frozen. If you buy it 3 or 4 days before you're going to cook it, then you go with fresh.
So my name is Miriam Streiman, and I, along with my husband Neil, run Mad Maple, which is an inn and culinary hub just outside the village of Creemore. I'm really looking forward to speaking with my chef mentor, Jamie Kennedy, at Toronto's Evergreen Brickworks. We're going to talk about this special Christmas meal we're preparing for the Falzone family. Really looking forward to it.
Hey, Mary.
Hey, chef.
How are you?
Amazing. How are you?
Good. So great to see you.
So great to see you.
My name's Jamie Kennedy. I've been cooking in Toronto for the past 41 years now. And I have my own company. It's called Jamie Kennedy Kitchens. I've had restaurants for 35 years.
We're doing this really special Christmas meal with this lovely family, the Falzone family. And we're going to prepare a traditional Christmas meal and prepare an organic heritage turkey. And we're also going to be preparing, the butterball turkey, and then the accompanying sides, heritage, heirloom, organic vegetables and sides, and beautiful eggs and butter, and the same side dishes using still Ontario, but conventional product as well. Is there any advice or insight that you can provide as we go into this journey?
Well, listening to you speak, Miriam, I think probably the most important thing is to stress that point about the relationships. Families who are, entrenched in sourcing cheap food in supermarkets because they're used to it, they're used to the government subsidies, they don't want to spend more than, 10% of their earnings on food. Clearly they're happy with the status quo. They can buy more TV sets, they can buy more computer stuff with their family dollar. That's really where the challenge is. It's like getting the educational component, like getting people to understand that the real price of food is higher than what they're paying now. It's just bottom line.
How do you, you know, share this knowledge that is so important?
Start with the turkey. Say, look, you know, this turkey came from this farm.
Marcia Stevers, we're getting a beautiful turkey.
Marcia Stevers. She's a wonderful woman, you know. I know all about those turkeys. I know I know what she feeds them. I hang on the fence at her place. We talk about these things because there's something about the harmony of a small mixed farm that makes a lot of sense to protecting the ability of that farm to keep on producing and being sustainable. To use a word that's so bandied about these days.
What are your thoughts on running a business, a restaurant, an inn, where you do pay your producers fairly, you do pay your staff fairly? How do you find that balance of running a successful business and still having integrity?
Is it difficult to make a business case when you adhere to all of these principles that perhaps put you at a disadvantage in the business case in today's market? And my response to that is that as an entrepreneur, you know, you face challenges, you have good times and you have bad times. I mean, it really is like this. There's going to be an evening of the playing field with respect to where conventionally sourced food comes from and how much it costs versus locally produced produce and how much it costs. As we improve our distribution in the local context, the cost is going to come down. As fossil fuels start to expire on this planet, and we're constantly looking for new sources of energy that don't have a carbon footprint associated with them, those ingredients are going to become more expensive. So right now, you know, maybe we're like this. Organic is here and conventional is here. But over time, and I'm talking in the next 20 years, we're going to get to almost to parity.
So this turkey is black Spanish, right?
Yeah, Spanish black turkey. It's a heritage breed turkey that was raised by a lovely farmer that we work with.
And this one's just beautiful. It's a nice clean white, and this one's kind of yellow and looks a little straggly, kind of like it. Yeah, probably never saw daylight, so.
I'm making pasta dough, and this is just some beautiful, freshly milled organic flour. They're all different heritage eggs. These right now, even though we have our ladies, are lovely chickens. I'm using duck eggs for this pasta. The yolk is really rich. I like to start my pasta in a bowl, and then I take it out onto the board to knead and make the well on the counter, but I'm starting it this way and then slowly incorporating the flour in.
Just gonna make a brine for the turkey here. Keeps it nice and moist, adds a lot of really good flavor to it. So I've just started by putting a little bit of garlic in the pot, and I'm just gonna kind of rough chop a bit of ginger, just leave the skin on, because again, it's not gonna be something that's in the finished dish, it's just kind of to flavor the turkey. Basically, when you put the turkey in, it's gonna, you know, salt always wants to find its equilibrium. So basically all the salty, delicious flavor is gonna go into the turkey and then stay in there once we roast it. So, you know, Christmas time, we'll get some star anise, do some, lots of black pepper. I love black pepper. I think break it up a bit.
Good.
Yeah, it's the true cinnamon. The aroma and the spiciness on this is just unbelievable. Some rosemary and just some nice flat leaf Italian parsley, and just stems and all. Just give it a quick tear. Just get all that flavor going. Make sure, you know, the salt and sugar is getting all dissolved in there, and that's pretty much brining there. So. nice and cooled down now. It's been in the fridge for a few hours. So just everything's kind of stewed together and got a really great great smell to it. It's going to give a lot of flavor to our beautiful bird.
Oh my God, this smells so incredible and festive. All that business. Don't miss a thing.
We'll just get a bit of ice water just to top that off. So just by adding some ice water, one, it's going to keep our turkey nice and cool overnight, and yeah, it'll just help to dilute the rest of the brine.
I love Christmas. I love the holidays because it's special. It's a time where people get excited. It's a time where people are emotional. It's a time that's different than any other time of year, you know? And I think that there's so much going on that it's important to celebrate and to have those festivities. And that's when those special dishes come out and those special recipes are reborn, and then new people join the family, and you know. So I think Christmas is really special.
Our first turkey, the butterball there. So this turkey is black Spanish, right?
Yeah, Spanish black turkey. It's a heritage breed turkey that was raised by a lovely farmer that we work with.
And this one's just beautiful. It's nice, clean white, and this one's kind of yellow and looks a little straggly, kind of like it. Yeah, probably never saw daylight, so a little depressing. But this one had a beautiful life, so.
Just lightly oil these babies up, and I'll massage everything in after. Like, look how regal our Tom is. I mean, look at that. Sorry.
It's beautiful. Butterball looks pretty sad. Just looking at the shape of the breasts, they're, you know, long and narrow and skinny, which is totally natural, and they actually have very large legs on them. Whereas you can see these ones, they've been bred to have very large breasts because, you know, white meat's so popular, but it's very unnatural for the bird, and it actually makes them kind of top heavy, and a lot of times they can barely even stand up, some of these animals. So it's good to see something that, you know, can run around and have a nice life. And you can really taste it in the end.
'Cause he's my man.
Look at this one that probably never had a name. In they go.
Okay, thank you.
So we'll just turn it down to about 425.
I think that every chef, every person, everybody who cooks and consumes food has to learn as much as they can and find out what they're comfortable with. For me personally, there's certain things at Mad Maple that 100% we only buy certified organic, you know, organic products. But I think that there's many farmers out there who are practicing organic practices, organic methods, and they don't necessarily have the certification. I'm a strong farm woman.
You can see it kind of cuts out the bottom. Just get beautiful noodles here. And then you can kind of take those, just dust them with a little bit of the semolina, and then you can twirl them into a little nest, and that's kind of a nice portion size there.
So pasta's one of those things that really is so beautiful because it showcases whatever the season is, whether it's a fresh pesto or a rabbit ragu in the winter. And like the whole citrus, all that business that we have with the turkey, I want to run that through the cranberry sauce. So yeah, I have the cranberries and some of that. You'll start to hear them popping once they start cooking down. Little pop pop. The moisture and the liquid that it's absorbing, it's outgrowing its skin that's holding it in. And it's letting you know that by pop popping. So Avalon Orchards is run by this amazing farmer, Gay. And so we can just see the difference between a conventional apple and the organic apples, depending on what's happening, but a cross between a Berkshire and Tamworth for our sausage. And we grind our own pork and make our own pork sausage for breakfast in the morning at Mad Maple. And those flavors, that's also, yeah, flavor and the nuances, and same thing with the black Spanish Tom. turkey, the Tamworth pigs, the Berkshire pigs, the large black, which is what I think Woohoo Farms has. Like those are all with the ears that cover the eyes.
So this one's the organic here, and this one's the conventional. So exact same method on the two, just better ingredients basically, but gonna do the exact same thing for both.
Yeah, not only that, like I know where that bacon came from. I know where that pork came from. I know that it's gonna be beautiful, clean, porky goodness that is gonna lend such a pure fat to this dish. I hope to show the Falzone family that that maybe things aren't so black and white, and that as somebody who cooks and eats and prepares food for the family, but just thinking about who raised that pig, who has that apple orchard. So the garlic and the sage and the porky business that's happening in the oven.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
I know.
it's delicious.
It's just...
Welcome to Mad Maple. Here, let me take this for you.
Thank you.
Welcome, and I can take. And
sorry.
Miriam.
Hi, Miriam. I'm Catherine.
I'm Gino.
Oh,
Nick.
hi. So nice to meet you. Why don't I show you to your suite and you can get settled in?
Excellent. Thank you.
Perfect.
I love these bags.
Oh, isn't it nice?
Why don't you just take a moment and settle in and relax, and then come enjoy all the cooking that's happening in the kitchen. And yeah,
Sounds
we're
like
so
a
happy to
great
have you.
idea.
So this meal, I mean, not only just comparing organic versus conventional, we're also gonna, think about, I guess, the politics of food and the ethics of food. So on the menu, we are inspired by a typical Christmas dinner with a little bit of seasonality in there. So we're going to have a fresh salad to start off with some radishes. So we have some beautiful watermelon radishes from Vicky's Veggies. And then also we'll have, I guess, a comparison between, organic, local, heritage ingredients compared to, I guess, more processed, conventional, store-bought. And then we'll have a little bit of pasta, so some fresh pasta.
There you go.
So we'll compare, the handmade pasta made with this fresh eggs and organic milled flour to store-bought pasta. And then we're going to compare 2 turkeys. So a standard, grocery store turkey.
Like the butterball variety.
It is a butterball. We actually got a butterball for we're going to experiment with the butterball with a heritage bird, a Spanish black turkey that was raised in Fergus, not too far from here.
Exact same treatment, just different ingredients, and then
Side by side.
That's good. So we're going to turn it on. And it's gonna go for about, just keep this to stop it from splattering.
These are the issues with natural foods, right? It takes time.
You have to think ahead, plan ahead.
We are gonna keep doing a few things, and you guys relax, sit down together at the table and break bread, and we'll really explore what the differences are between, these conventional processed approaches to these dishes compared to the organic, heirloom, locally sourced. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Of Vicky's German butterballs. I mean,
beautiful.
Stunning. Yeah. Changing my life, just a little bit.
It looks like butter.
How are you?
Hello.
Nice to see you. Wow, busy. Look at this.
We've been sleeping, they've been cooking.
We're busy. Well, that's excellent. Yeah, so we have our turkeys in the oven, and now we're getting our mashed potatoes ready.
We had some homemade chicken stock.
Okay.
And then you put the neck in. So we'll just sort of lightly simmer that one away.
How long have they been in the oven for?
Since early this morning.
Probably close to about 3 hours altogether, I'd say. So.
Because like, how long do you cook? Like you gauge per pound, right? Okay.
Stuffing is actually pretty evil because
Oh.
by the time that your stuffing would get hot enough to kill off the bacteria,
yeah.
your turkey would be done and overcooked. So
oh.
it's always a great idea, just make your dressing on the side.
What about the butter balls that are come stuffed, frozen, and you just pop it in the oven?
Oh, we don't need to go there.
Yeah, get your hands in there.
Who's this again?
It's my husband.
Oh,
I'm the lucky lady.
okay. Nice to meet you. We've heard a lot about you, but it's nice to meet you in person.
Excellent.
And it's all good.
Excellent.
German butterballs are an heirloom heritage variety of potatoes. So and that's something that Vicky does.
Right,
you know,
Vicky, that's right. Vicky,
yeah,
that's
so
right.
heirloom varieties of potatoes.
Got
She's
it,
known for
yeah.
tomatoes. Same with Woohoo Farms with the large black pigs. And same with Marcia with the Spanish Tom. So really taking these seeds and heirloom varieties that have existed for so long, and we're bringing them back. We will start making our 2 different pasta sauces.
Can I venture a guess that this is probably the conventional?
This is the conventional, the organic version. So we thought we'd be a little bit, you know, on even playing field and then use an organic brand of passata for this one, which is the same as our organic olive oil.
Start stirring.
Yep, start stirring.
Any chili flake or anything like that, and the garlic and the sage and that the porky business that's happening in the oven. Yeah. Oh my goodness, this is delicious. Okay, it's gonna be the whipped cream that we're comparing with, which is kind of like the butter, the ingredients of the whipping cream.
Sorry, I think I might have splashed you.
Yeah. And do you ever add nutmeg or?
You know what? I think it's a great idea. I haven't, but I think nutmeg on potatoes would be a wonderful idea.
So I was just adjusting.
Well, Merry Christmas and all the best, and it's such an honor and delight to have you at our table. Wow. So we've been cooking in the kitchen together, and now you get to taste the fruits of your labor and really compare and investigate, you know, what your thoughts are on each dish.
There's your 2 salads.
Wonderful, thank you very much.
Start your palette off. We have a fresh salad. One is conventional and one is organic. Okay. And the same thing with some raw, fresh radishes and carrot. And then one is a prepared, processed, balsamic-inspired dressing, and the other one is a homemade dressing with organic balsamic and olive oil and other ingredients like that.
This one.
So we had the conventional on the right and the organic on the left. Yeah, conventional, and Catherine picked the organic, Gino picked the organic, and Nicole picked the organic.
One of the reasons that I liked it. Right. They were just, you know, that palate, it just, you know, it hit it, they were stronger flavors, so.
Oh, okay, here comes the pasta.
Next course.
All right.
One of the bowls holds the pasta that we made with the beautiful duck eggs from scratch with that pasta sauce that the gentleman lovingly made. And then the other one is the store-bought dry pasta. So what is the verdict? Well, which one did you prefer?
I think the one on the right to me just tasted like, you tasted more the tomatoes.
You prefer the organic, and Gino, you prefer the organic, and Catherine, you prefer the organic. Okay. And Michael, you're also this time part of the Love the Organic. So excellent. Oh, so
thank you.
Here is our beautiful mashed potatoes that we made together, and then some sautéed kale, some of those roasted vegetables, and then a piece of each type of turkey. Yeah, so I'm just opening up the conventional cranberry sauce.
3 years of culinary school.
Oh!
We'll be able to get that.
Wow, turkey.
There we go. So
thank you.
Here is our beautiful mashed potatoes that we made together, and then some sautéed kale, some of those roasted vegetables, and then a piece of each type of turkey. Yeah. And
this gravy here is for your plate on the right, and this one is for your plate on the left.
Okay, try some more.
I found one a little more moist and a bit more taste in it, and that was also the one on my left.
Yep.
The meat on the right.
Okay.
Yeah, the meat on the left, I just
found it a little bit
fat, and that's pretty much all that's on here.
Okay.
And the one on the right just tasted fine. And the mashed potatoes and the stuffing on the left definitely like better.
so, team, what did you think?
Spectacular.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Very good.
Honestly, I liked the turkey on the right better. It just seemed to have less fat. It was like easier to cut and eat, and it tasted relatively the same to me. I really loved the mashed potatoes on the left. For me, that's like the selling feature of this entire meal, all courses. The mashed potatoes on the left were fantastic.
I think I found the meat on the left to have a little bit more flavor.
I know you'd probably have to pay more for the organic. I don't know if the difference in taste between the turkeys would be worthwhile to pay up for the organic.
Excellent on both sides, and I didn't really taste a difference. I'm not much of a mashed potato fan. I love roasted vegetables, but I did love the mashed potatoes on the left. The turkey, I liked the turkey on the right.
Maybe a bit of an edge to the texture of the turkey on the left. But overall, I think if it is the one on the left that's organic, then I don't know if it's worth the extra cost, because the two were quite comparable.
Excellent. Nicole picked the conventional turkey, and Gino was a little bit on the fence, I guess. Yeah. And then Catherine preferred, if you had to make a decision, the one on the left, so the organic tom turkey. Yeah. And Michael preferred the conventional turkey on the right, preferred the leaner taste of that. We're talking turkey and savory and all that before we move on to apple pie. What did you think of the buns and the butter?
Well, definitely, I preferred these buns here, but I found that this butter didn't have much taste.
I preferred the buns over here. I found the pieces that I got from that side, once you got to like the crust of it, it was just way too crunchy. It almost tastes burnt.
Yeah.
So Miriam, I have to say, the effort it took to make that butter, probably not worthwhile.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, excellent. For dessert, classic apple pie. So one of the apple pies is made with a handmade pastry, and the other one was a store-bought pastry shell. Okay. And then the other filling has a little bit of that caramel apple butter and organic apples from Four Wheel Farm, which is just down the road from us.
Hands down.
The one on the left.
Okay, perfect.
I think I have to go 4 for 4. Yeah, definitely the one on the left. I find
you chose the handmade organic apple pie made with a lot of love. Yes. Yeah. One of the things that was really interesting to me was when Michael was talking about the turkey and how the idea of the fattiness of the organic turkey was something that didn't appeal to him. Whereas, to me, the fattiness is the deliciousness, is the juiciness, is what, is what's appealing to me. So I think that, it's a matter of taste and what our idea of deliciousness is.
Corporations that control like all the turkeys and things, like they're not just like regular old farm owners, it's like multi-million, billion-dollar corporations. So if something was happening where there were health regulations that weren't really in check, I think maybe they would be able to keep it on the down low. So that's kind of a little bit scary to me, thinking about all the things that are going into the food.
You have to constantly think about your food source and wonder, is everything done to make the food as safe as possible?
It was about a 50-50, but compared to the rest of my family, it was a lot more conventional, especially like with the bread and the salad.
My overall opinion and beliefs would be that you still want to be careful that our food is safe. And as long as our food is safe, you know, I may not be overly compelled to go organic.
I just would like to see a culture of people that embrace the idea that this planet doesn't belong to us and that we need to take care of it, and we need to take care of each other more as human beings.